We asked 850 women who were over the age of 50 a very direct question. We asked them what parts of a man's body they truly notice when they look at men older than 60. The results were honest and surprising. Even I did not expect the third answer. Before you assume it is his chest or shoulders, pause for a second and think about it. Many men guess wrong when they try. The fourth body part on the list is something almost 91% of men ignore without realizing it. Yet women say they notice it even from a distance. It quietly shows how much a man cares about himself. Most men only realize this detail when it is already too late. Today I will walk you through 5 important body areas. I will explain why they matter after 60 and what women actually observe. The fifth body point may sound obvious at first, but the deeper reason behind it changes the way you think about your presence. This is because your physical structure sends signals about who you are. If this sounds like something you need to hear, hit subscribe and stay with me all the way to the end. Because the last body area is the one most men over 60 completely overlook, and it could be the single detail quietly costing you more than you realize. Let's get into it. 1. Your eyes and your overall expression. Your eyes show purpose and confidence. They reveal how you feel about yourself. And women, even from across a room, read them before they read anything else about you. When you stand tall, move with intention, and look at the world with calm focus, people sense it immediately. Confidence spreads through your entire presence. It is not something you manufacture. It is something that radiates outward from the way you carry your inner world. The psychologist William James wrote, "The greatest revolution of our generation is the discovery that human beings, by changing the inner attitudes of their minds, can change the outer aspects of their lives." Your eyes are the most visible proof of that inner attitude. They cannot lie for long. Men over 60 often make one critical mistake here. They stop being present. They go through the motions. They look without seeing. They stand without engaging. They exist without projecting any real energy. And women notice that absence immediately. You might think it is too late to begin improving these things. That belief is simply wrong. In fact, this stage of life may be the perfect moment. You already have experience and wisdom younger men lack. Many men your age have stopped trying, but you have not. Eyes that carry purpose, calm, and self-assurance are not the eyes of a young man. They are something rarer and more powerful than that. They are the eyes of a man who has lived, survived, and chosen to keep going with intention. Your eyes set the tone for everything else. But even the most confident gaze can be undermined instantly when the next detail is ignored, and it is one that almost every man forgets entirely. 2. Your hands. Women say hands reveal more truth than almost anything else. This is not about the size of your hands or how strong they look. It is about their condition. Women notice the nails, the skin, and basic grooming. Many men hide other flaws with clothing or hairstyles. But hands cannot be hidden easily. The philosopher Voltaire wrote, "Le secret d'ennuyer est celui de tout dire." The secret of being boring is to say everything. Neglected hands say everything about a man without him speaking a single word. They broadcast his relationship with self-care more loudly than his clothes or his haircut ever could. After 60, aging appears in the hands early. Veins show more. Skin changes texture. Age spots appear. These are normal changes. What women actually notice is whether you care about the small details. Maintaining your hands takes only a minute or 2 each week. Trim the nails. File rough edges. Keep the skin healthy. That is enough. Hands that work hard are attractive. Calluses from lifting, building, or physical work often show strength and activity. But neglected hands tell a different story completely. When nails are uneven, skin is cracked, and grooming is ignored for months, it sends a quiet signal. It suggests the man no longer pays attention to himself. Women wonder what other areas of life he may also ignore. There is an important balance here. Hands should not look overly polished either. Extremely perfect hands can seem forced or desperate. The ideal look is simple, clean, and cared for. Your hands communicate discipline in the smallest details. But there is something far more visible, something that announces your energy level before you even open your mouth or extend your hand, and it is working either for you or against you every single moment you are in public. 3. Your posture. In simple words, posture is how your spine stays aligned while standing or walking. It may not sound exciting, but women notice posture before they study your face. In our conversations, 72% of women said a man's posture tells them more about his daily life than his overall fitness level. The psychologist Amy Cuddy demonstrated in her research, our bodies change our minds, and our minds can change our behavior, and our behavior can change our outcomes. Posture is not just about how others see you. It is about the message your own body sends back to your brain every single moment. Stand collapsed, and you feel defeated. Stand open, and something shifts from the inside out. Imagine standing in line at a coffee shop, stepping out of your car, or walking across a parking lot. Women quietly observe how your body carries itself. Are your shoulders pulled forward? Is your head leaning too far ahead? Does your body seem to collapse inward? After 60, posture can change very quickly. Women understand that aging naturally affects the body. They are not comparing you to a 25-year-old man. Instead, a different question appears in their mind. They wonder if this man is still active in life, or if he has slowly started giving up. That message shows through posture. It communicates energy, or it quietly signals defeat and tiredness. I have seen men with impressive physiques and wide shoulders from years in the gym, yet they walk like the world has drained all their energy. Their head drops forward. Their upper back curves. Their body language says they are exhausted. Then there is the average man. Maybe he carries a little weight, but he stands straight. His chest is open and his chin level. Which man receives a second look of interest? The difference is powerful. Women quickly sense whether a man is mentally present in life or already checked out. At 60 or 70, you cannot rely on youth anymore. Your structure speaks immediately. The good news is that posture is not something you are born with. It is a daily habit you can adjust and strengthen. Stand taller. Gently pull your shoulders back. Keep your head aligned with your spine. These adjustments sound simple, yet they transform first impressions completely. Posture signals your energy. But there is another area of the body that signals something slightly different, something women read as practical capability, real-world strength, and usefulness. And most men in their 60s have stopped developing it entirely. 4. Your forearms. Forearms are visible in everyday situations. When you roll up your sleeves, open a door, carry something, or pay at a counter, people see them. Many men train their chest and biceps in the gym, but forget their forearms entirely. Women often read forearms as a sign of ability and usefulness. Strong forearms suggest practical strength. They hint that a man can lift things, fix problems, and handle real tasks confidently. The psychologist Abraham Maslow wrote, "A first-rate soup is more creative than a second-rate painting." What he meant is that genuine, practical capability in everyday life carries more dignity than performance and show. Forearms built from real work, not vanity, communicate exactly that kind of authentic capability. The best way to build them is not fancy exercises. It comes from real work. Carry heavy groceries. Do yard work. Hang from a pull-up bar. Use your hands often. These simple actions develop grip strength and create the capable look women instinctively notice. Many men your age have stopped using their bodies in practical ways. They delegate, they sit, they avoid the physical demands of daily life. And their forearms show it. The man who still uses his hands, who still engages physically with the world around him, carries a different kind of energy in his arms than the man who has retreated entirely into comfort. Strong forearms after 60 do not mean you have been in a gym every day. They mean you have stayed in life, active, engaged, capable. And that is exactly the message women are reading when they notice them. Now, we have arrived at the body area that ranked highest in surprise among the women we surveyed. 84% rated it more important than muscle size. And the reason behind it goes much deeper than appearance alone. 5. Your neck and jawline. The neck and jaw reveal a lot about health and energy. Women do not expect the sharp jawline you had at 30. They understand aging. What they notice instead is effort and self-control. After 60, fat often gathers under the chin. Skin becomes less firm and neck muscles weaken slowly. This happens to everyone. But some men fight the decline while others ignore it. Women notice the difference quickly. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, "Recede in te ipsi quantum potes." Withdraw into yourself as much as you can. What Seneca meant was that real transformation is an internal discipline, and the jawline of all places on the body makes that internal discipline visible on the outside. Every pound lost, every meal managed, every morning walk taken, it shows in the face and neck first. Even small changes in body fat can improve the shape of the jawline. Losing just a few pounds can bring back definition that seemed completely gone. This is not about chasing youth. It is about demonstrating that you are still fighting, still choosing yourself, still invested in the man you are becoming rather than resigned to the man you fear you are becoming. Women over 50 are not naive. They know what 60 looks like. They are not grading you against an impossible standard. They are simply asking one quiet question when they look at your face and neck. Is this a man who has given up or a man who is still in the game? Your jawline and neck are your answer to that question. And you have more control over that answer than most men realize. You might think it is too late to begin improving these things. That belief is simply wrong. In fact, this stage of life may be the perfect moment. You already have experience and wisdom younger men lack. Many men your age have stopped trying, but you have not. Start with small changes. Stand straighter. Care for details. Stay engaged in life. Remember this clearly. Age is only a number. Discipline and self-respect are what truly last. By improving your posture, caring for your hands, strengthening your jawline, developing your forearms, and showing confidence through your eyes, you send powerful signals to the world. These signals reflect the man you are inside, and that presence can grow stronger at any age. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 areas surprised you the most? Or is there something you have already started working on that you have noticed making a difference? Drop your story in the comments below. I read every single one, and I will personally reach out to some of you because your experience matters and this conversation is worth having. And if this video gave you something real to think about, like it, share it with someone over 60 who needs to hear this today. And subscribe if you haven't already because we go deep on exactly these kinds of truths every single week. Because age is only a number. But discipline and self-respect, those are what truly last. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. It genuinely means everything to me. I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourself.